Grouped and ungrouped data, which is part of class 10th mathematics statistics topic, and it is presented by us, the Yellow Hat group. So let's get started. Now here I have taken a very basic data set which comprises of 10 data points. Let's say these are marks of 10 students in a class. Now this is the kind of data that you might have already seen in class 9th, and if I convert this data into frequency table, I will write data, which is xi, and I will write its corresponding frequency, which is fi. Frequency is how frequently a data point is occurring. So if I take the first data point, which is 96, it occurs once, so its frequency is 1. The second data point is 67, it occurs twice. And then I have 54, which occurs once, and so on. If I write 89 occurs twice, 80 occurs once, and 75 thrice. So this is how I've converted a very raw data into ungrouped data, because each data point is on its own. It doesn't belong to any group. Now, if I have to calculate mean of this data, what I can do is, mean is represented by x bar. What I can do is literally sum of all observations divided by number of observation, which is a very basic definition of calculating the mean. So one way would be you can sum up all these numbers here and divide it by 10. But if you have converted your data into ungrouped data format, what you can also do is, you can do the other way is, you can sum up your data into frequency, that is x1, f1 for all your data points and so on, divided by sum of the frequencies. So for example here, this is your x1, f1, this will be x2, f2, and so on. This will be 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this will be x6, f6. Right. So this is just the other way of writing this format. So these are one and the same thing. So if I write x bar, if I have to calculate the mean, it will be 96 into 1. That is your first point. That is then 67 into 2. And so on. All this divided by sum of frequencies, which we know is 10. So if you do all that calculation, it will come out to be 76.7. So what this means is that the average of this ungrouped data set, here is 76.7. Now let's come to what do we mean by grouped data. Now, we can convert any data into group data by defining our own groups. Now, as you might have guessed, a grouped data in every data point, for example 89, it will belong to a certain group. It will not be on its own. So let's say I define my groups. So here I will define my groups, and here I will write its frequency. Now in this case, the frequency will be how many data points are there in that group. So let's say my first group is 50 to 60. My second group is 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, and then 90 to 100. So this is how I have defined the groups. Now, one thing that you have to keep in mind is when I'm saying 50 to 60 and then 60 to 70, 60 comes in both. So the way that we define is that the 60 will belong to this group rather than this group, if there comes a point where you have to choose, because it cannot come in both the groups. So that is how we define it. Now let's say how many data points are there which lies in 50 to 60. So there is only one point which lies in 50 to 60, so its frequency is 1. Between 60 to 70, there are 2 data points, so its frequency is 2. And similarly, we'll write 3. Now here, 70 to 80. In this, you won't include 80. 80 will be counted in this group. So 80 to 90, you will have 3 data points. They are 89, 89, and 80. And between 90 to 100, you will have 1. So what we have basically done is we have converted this raw data into grouped data format. So you can clearly see that grouped data has many advantages. First, it is in a condensed form. That means it will be much easier to represent large data sets in a grouped data format. Because let's say here you had just 10 data points. Let's say you had 1000 data points. Now it would have been very difficult to write your frequency table in this format, in ungrouped data format. It would have been much easier to write it in a group format. That means each data will belong to a certain group. Now, the question comes, how do you calculate mean from grouped data? Now, you have to remember that you will just have this information. Just based on this information, how will you calculate the mean? So that we will discuss in our next video.